Hello, darlings. Welcome to a place where the horizon stretches endlessly and the air is thick with possibility. Come with me for a moment. Let's step onto the sands of Mogadishu together, where every grain tells a story. We're on the edge of a continent, where the Indian Ocean meets Somalia. Here, the waves have carried travelers, traders, and dreamers for centuries. This is Mogadishu, a city you may know from headlines, but today, let's see it with new eyes. Beyond the news, there's a vibrant soul waiting to be discovered. Feel the sea breeze, scented with salt and centuries of history. The wind here carries echoes of laughter, struggle, and hope. Mogadishu is a city of resilience, where life bursts through the cracks of the past. Every corner is alive with renewal, and every face tells a story of endurance. Our destination, the old lighthouse, a skeletal finger pointing skyward. It stands as a silent guardian, watching over the city and the restless sea. Once it guided dhows from Arabia, Persia, and India, welcoming them to a thriving port. Imagine the sails on the horizon, the shouts of merchants, the mingling of cultures. Even in decay, the lighthouse holds a haunting beauty, whispering stories of the past. Its stones remember every ship, every storm, every homecoming. We weave through streets where Italian arches meet ancient Arab designs, and every wall tells a tale. Children play football, their laughter echoing off the old stones, a reminder that life here is vibrant and unbroken. Women in vibrant hijabs fill the markets, their voices rising in a chorus of bargaining and joy, painting the city with color and energy. The air is rich with the aroma of grilled fish and spiced Somali tea. Street vendors beckon you to taste, to savor, to become part of the city's daily rhythm. This is the real Mogadishu, shaped by the spirit of its people, not its scars. Here, community is everything, and hope is a language everyone speaks. Suddenly, the lighthouse appears, stark against the blue ocean. It's a beacon not just for ships, but for anyone searching for meaning in resilience. Weathered and worn, it's a monument to endurance and hope. The stones may be battered, but they stand tall, refusing to yield. Its magic lies in imperfection, a symbol of what was and what could be again. The cracks are not flaws, but reminders of stories yet to be told. Standing here, you're not just a visitor. You're a witness to survival and beauty in imperfection. You feel the heartbeat of a city that refuses to be defined by its hardships. The unyielding hope of this place is palpable. It's in every handshake, every smile, every shared story. Let's get a little closer, shall we? Step by step, we move toward the heart of Mogadishu's history, ready to uncover its secrets. The story of Mogadishu is just beginning. Come, let's explore together and see what wonders await on this unforgettable coast. This is the Al Uruba Lighthouse, a silent sentinel standing at the edge of Mogadishu, where land meets the restless Indian Ocean. Built in the early 20th century during the era of Italian Somaliland, its construction marked a new chapter for the city. The lighthouse was designed to crown a modern port, a bold symbol of progress, ambition, and colonial control over the region's vital trade routes. For decades, its powerful beams swept across the waves, a guiding star for sailors navigating treacherous waters and a sign of safe harbor after long journeys. Before the age of satellites and GPS, a lighthouse was more than just a building. It was a lifeline, the difference between safe arrival and disaster, hope and despair. Imagine the keeper climbing the spiral stairs each night, braving the wind and salt, tending the lamp with care, a silent guardian watching over the coast, unseen but essential. The lighthouse was a promise. No matter how dark the night or how rough the sea, there was always a way forward, a light to guide you home. It was a landmark for all, fishermen returning with their catch, merchant ships laden with goods, and the city's people who looked to it as a symbol of safety and continuity. The lighthouse watched over Mogadishu's transformation, from colonial rule to independence, bearing silent witness to decades of change, hope, and resilience. But history turned turbulent. War and upheaval swept through the city, silencing the port, and the lighthouse's once bright beam faded into darkness. Its light extinguished, Mogadishu lost a beacon of hope, a symbol of guidance and unity that had endured for generations. Yet even in silence and ruin, the lighthouse remains a powerful symbol, its weathered stones echoing stories of the past, and its presence a reminder of what once was. Its story is far from over. As the sun rises over the battered coast, the Al Uruba lighthouse stands ready, waiting for a new chapter to begin. Pause here. Close your eyes. Let yourself be transported, just for a moment, to the edge of the Indian Ocean, where ancient stones meet the restless sea. Hear the ocean's roar, the crash and hiss of waves, the cry of gulls overhead. The sound is both wild and soothing, echoing through the ruins and across the open water, a symphony that has played for centuries. There's a rhythm, a timeless melody of water, wind, and life. The palm trees sway, their fronds whispering secrets carried by the breeze, while the waves keep time with the heartbeat of the earth. Breathe in. The sharp salt of the sea fills your lungs, invigorating and fresh, mingling with the scent of adventure and history. The earthy scent of sun-dried seaweed lingers in the air, a reminder of the ocean's bounty and the life it sustains along these shores. The chalky tang of weathered stone tells stories of centuries past, of hands that built and shaped these ruins, of storms weathered and time endured. Open your eyes. The ocean dazzles in shades of turquoise and indigo, waves breaking on pale sand and ruined stone. The colors are vivid, almost unreal, painting a scene that feels both ancient and alive. The sky is a vast canvas of blue stretching endlessly above, dotted with drifting clouds that cast fleeting shadows on the water below. The sun warms your skin, the breeze cools it. You feel the gentle caress of the wind, carrying the promise of distant lands and untold stories. Touch the lighthouse walls, rough, gritty, cool in the shade, warm in the sun. Each stone holds the memory of countless days and nights watching over the sea. Here you feel small before the ocean and history. The vastness humbles you, reminding you of your place in the world and the stories that came before. It's humbling, peaceful, and deeply moving. The spirit of this place lingers, inviting you to reflect and simply be. This place is a living memory. Let it sink in. The story continues, carried on the wind and waves, waiting for you to listen. If these stones could talk, what tales they'd tell. Picture the first keeper, perhaps an Italian named Giovanni, lighting the lamp for the first time. Later, Somali keepers like Yusuf made the lighthouse part of their home, waving to fishermen, their children playing at the base. Imagine a dhow captain exhausted after weeks at sea, spotting the light, a promise of safety and rest. The lighthouse was hope, a universal guide for all who traveled these waters. But there were sadder times, the last keeper watching the city fall silent, extinguishing the light for the final time. Turning off the lamp was closing a chapter in Mogadishu's history. The silence that followed was a lament for a lost era. Yet, the stories linger in the wind. Today, the lighthouse stands as a symbol of resilience, not just a relic. It's weathered war, sun and sea, yet remains defiant on the skyline. For Mogadishu's youth, it's a reminder of strength, beauty and survival. For elders, it's nostalgia for the white pearl of the Indian Ocean, a city of elegance and life. The ruin is a tangible link to that past, a comfort and a foundation for the future. For visitors, it challenges our ideas of beauty, showing grace in imperfection. The scars of history are not to be hidden but understood. As Mogadishu rebuilds, the lighthouse inspires hope and dreams. Its endurance is a quiet promise. The city too will endure. The beacon shines on, not with light but with spirit. There's magic in forgotten places, a beauty released from purpose. The lighthouse is now a canvas for nature and time. Ivy climbs, birds nest, wind sculpts stone. Exploring here is personal. No crowds, no guides, just you and the ruin. Every detail tells a story, a rusted lamp, worn steps, wildflowers in cracks. This kind of travel asks us to slow down, to find beauty in detail, not grandeur. These places speak of neglect, but also persistence and the stubborn insistence of life. They remind us that nothing is permanent, and that's freeing. We learn to appreciate the present, to find beauty in our own imperfections. The allure of the unseen is the allure of the authentic. Here, the story is raw, real, and deeply human. Why do we travel? Not just for famous sights, but for the stories whispered in forgotten places. The true soul of exploration is found off the beaten path, in the extraordinary within the ordinary. Visiting Mogadishu's lighthouse challenges us to see beyond reputation, to connect with real people and histories. This kind of journey changes you, deepening empathy and perspective. The rewards are moments of connection, a shared meal, children's laughter, a sense of history. These are the souvenirs you carry in your heart. Seek out journeys between the lines of guidebooks. Be brave. Visit cities with complex stories. Let these places change you, open your eyes, and enrich your life. The poetry of travel is found in places others have forgotten. Our time by the lighthouse ends, but the journey continues. There are countless hidden wonders and resilient communities waiting to be discovered. By joining this adventure, you become part of a fellowship of curious souls. Your support helps shine a light on stories that matter. Choose curiosity over fear, connection over division. Let's keep exploring, learning, and celebrating the resilience of the human spirit. The next adventure is just around the corner. Come along for the ride. As we leave the Aliruba Lighthouse, I feel optimism. This is not an ending, but a testament to memory and renewal. The ruin is a foundation for the future, a symbol of survival and hope. Forgotten places teach us that beauty lies in endurance, not perfection. By honoring these sites, we honor the people and stories they hold. Let the image of this defiant tower remind you, after darkness, the sun always rises. The world is full of hope and resilience. Thank you for coming along. Onwards.